Okay, so as you can see, we got Mortal Kombat there, Xbox there, controller there, Crazy Barefoot there. Anyway, and a PC. We are running Windows 10, and as you can see, we have the wonderful, wonderful stuff there of the Xbox app running it. So now what we want to do is we're going to close this. Okay, cool. We're actually at a screen that was, and there's the please reconnect controller, blah 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 blah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the USB out of that, and we're going to plug it in to the laptop. Okay, that's the first step. First step is to plug in an Xbox One controller. You have to do that because we have to install the native drivers. Then in my Dropbox you'll find 2 zips for these and a zip for this. It's, sorry, 2 zips for those folders and a zip for this. Okay, so first thing we do is we unzip everything to the desktop. We open this up. You want to install that. You want to go to downloads. You want to install that SCP driver installer, and then you want to install that. Okay, so you do all of those, and then once you've done all of that, you should be able to go to the toolkit master here, scroll down and hit that, and you should see your controller here, and you should see that it's connected. All of that. Okay, so these 2 folders, very, very important. Alright, so after you install all of this, you're going to go into Export Keyboard, Mouse, Master, blah blah blah. You're going to go there and you're going to double click that. Okay, it's going to come up with this. If it's blue, tap the power icon, make it red, bring the controller up. You should then see an Xbox One controller, at which point you can then unplug your controller and plug it back into your Xbox. That'll get it all synced up, good to go. So we're going to hit A, sorry, and there. So now we're at the tower, okay? And I easily farmed 25 wins off of this, which gave me plenty of hearts and currency and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's all done. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take your auto soft key right here, and you want to set a hotkey. I use F1 and F2 because they're out of the way. Time it 100 milliseconds, repeat continuously, disable the countdown timer. You don't really need it. You do, if you enjoy this, after the 30 days you can use the $5, buy the whole thing. There are plenty of free key pressers there, whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit F1, and what we want to do is we want to lay out a couple spaces like so, and then we're going to hit F1. Now, one of the things I've noticed is, see how it's spaced there in the start-stop key? That won't work for us. It'll hang. So we're going to open it back up, and instead you're going to click here. It's just an easier way to do this. And then we're going to F1. And F1, and I did it like 8 times. You don't need a lot, but you do need repeated presses of it just so it can read correctly. And disable the countdown timer. We're all good there. Okay, now here you're gonna wait to turn this on. You're gonna bring up the Xbox app. You can close these other windows. And we're going to stream Xbox games at some point here. Let's see. We're going to go here, and we're going to hit stream. Okay, so now we're all set there. We're going to Alt-Tab. We're going to turn this on. We're going to Alt-Tab again back over here. And then if you notice when I hit space, well, that was the hope anyway. So this is kind of the thing. Here we go. Ugh. So then when I've unplugged the controller, it's going to ask, who do I want to sign in? I want to sign in me. So now I'm signed in, and I should be able to hit space here. That is the hope. So even if that doesn't work, this is all right. So we're gonna go here, here back. Does not want to play nice. I'm doing a rough edit of this, particularly for the reason of wanting to make sure that you guys get to see everything that's going on. Alright, so sometimes this wants to act all goofy. We will try it again. We're going to try that. All right. Sometimes it does not want to play right. See if we can get it to work here. So that works. So we are having some trouble. We're going to just go ahead and use the controller. Try to do that there. Okay, so spacebar worked there. So now what we want to do is we want to hit F2. And what F2 is going to do as you can see, everything's kind of like screwing around right now. And close that out. All right, so the controllers go in here. We got the key presser. When we hit F2, it's going to loop all of this stuff right there. And click off of it. We're going to go back into the game. Okay. We're going to hit F2, and we're just going to sit and wait. Now, if I'm right, the key presser should be running, which means that it's constantly pressing spacebar, which actually means that it's constantly pressing A. Of course, we'll have to wait for the match to end in order to figure that out. Sorry for the roughness, and I know this video is probably a bit long, but I have to show you guys what happens when it mucks up. That way you guys can troubleshoot along with me. It's not a perfect setup. It's kind of a quick one, but I know a lot of people are looking to farm here. Right now I'm just trying to block out. I don't want to get YouTube striked, so we're just gonna avoid all the messiness. And of course Sub-Zero's performing a fatality because that's what I need right now. Okay, but the status bar at the top keeps showing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight right here at the bottom of the screen. And what you should see, because my hand's here, I'll actually hold that controller up that you can see here. My hope was that it would work. So now we're going to try it again. And all it's doing is putting the status up over and over and over again. Okay. So let's see what we can figure out here. Alright, so we're going to exit you. We're going to leave you just as you are. We're going to open the Xbox app. I'm going to turn off the controller. I'm going to pick up this, this, and this. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and just do the installer and install the driver. Cool. And then we're going to back out here. We're going to go ahead and install this, which it's installed, so we're good there. Then we're going to go into the toolkit. Going to hit the user. Okay, it says the controller's disconnected, so we're going to reconnect the controller. Alright, so what we should see when we run this, minimize that, pull this up, and pull this up. Okay, so we're getting, you see how, alright, so that says controller 2. So we're going to just disable that, and we're going to, yay, we got buttons. Okay, cool. So we know that all that works. So the next thing is we pull this up, and we go, we Alt F4 on that. And okay, so that says controller 2. So what we want to do is we want to disconnect it. We want to leave. And then We want to go back into downloads, back to export keyboard mouse. Turned on. Spacebar works. Okay. We're going to close that out. Close that out. Go here. Pull this up. This is all the troubleshooting that I had to do to get this to work. I'm using the WASD keys to try and get this running. Alright, if I'm here, should be able to hit F2. And it's still wanting to do that. Okay. There we go. So now, this is sitting here. It's not plugged in. And that's auto-Aing right now. It took a bit. I hope this helped, guys. Like I said, the files will be in a Google Drive. Not in a Dropbox. It'll be in a Google Drive. And available in the description of this video. And there you go. Auto farming the endless tower to get yourself some muns. Hope you enjoyed. This is Volganwrath. Quite a bit frustrated with those programs. I wish they'd have worked a little better. But this is Volganwrath, and I'm out. Hope you enjoyed.